So everybody knows of Dark Souls, right? You know, the game that helps you gain the power to smash your controller and question your sanity. Yeah, that game. Well, we're not talking about that today. Instead, we're talking about something that takes a similar approach, and that's Necropolis. I stumbled upon this game by chance while I was looking through the Steam queue, because yes, I actually do use that feature sometimes. And while shoveling through the shitty DayZ and Minecraft clones, I came upon this. The cartoony yet simplistic graphics design immediately caught my attention. Whenever I see games like this, it reminds me of Wind Waker, which for anybody who doesn't actually know, Wind Waker is my favourite Legend of Zelda title. I always love the idea of travelling the sea and finding new islands. Plus, the art style was the only reason I ever played it in the first place. I remember seeing it at Blockbuster and I just pestered my mother to let me borrow it for a week. And if for anybody who doesn't know, that is what Blockbuster does, you are allowed to borrow stuff. Half of you are probably too young to even remember that. Sad really. From a closer look at the Steam page, there wasn't enough to make me feel like spending £23 on this game. So I ended up waiting for a price drop and I actually forgot about it until the Christmas sale came round and Steam decided to tell me about it. So I thought, fuck it, why not? From playing around a little bit, I figured out a basic way to describe this game. So imagine the concept behind Rogue Legacy, a fantastic, randomly generated side-scrolling hack and slash, then take the combat mechanics from Dark Souls, but remove the slow and heavy feeling from the weight, and make it a smoother and more light experience. And then take the simplistic art style from Wind Waker, and then choose a dark blend of colours for the colour palette, and bingo, you've pretty much got the basis of this game. You're given the choice of 4 characters to choose from, well actually 2, but you get a choice of gender as well. So that could be 4, I guess? One character being a roguelike, which feels much smoother and quicker and basically better to play, while the other character seems more like a berserk character. Originally I started off with the Berserker as I assumed that he's a tank styled class, so I expected him to take a bit more damage, but after starting the game you just kind of put there. And what do you do in Necropolis? I have no fucking idea. I got given side objectives, went out a door, killed a couple of things and then I died. Fantastic. Now, while the game doesn't sound all that fancy, I did have quite a bit of fun with Necropolis at first, but I did end up discovering a few other problems. The first being the loot system. Whenever you die in Necropolis, you will lose everything, and I mean everything. Well, excluding the in-game currency. So this means if you found something stupidly rare at the start of the game, like a piece of armor or a sword, when you die, you will lose this item, and it won't be there the next time, it's all randomly generated. So you can imagine over time this can get quite annoying for players, and this did actually happen to me. I progressed down to about level 3, which, while it doesn't sound as much, it felt good at the time, and I found a pretty neat sword at the time, so that means I can one-hit kill everything, and I was having quite a bit of fun. One enemy did sneak up on me and killed me in one hit, so I died and lost all of my items. Now I thought, okay, I could just start from where I'd finished the level, and go back down to level 3. But you can't. I found out there's no quick travel or level select in this game, so that means I have to start from the beginning every time I die. After 2 or 3 runs of getting fairly far, I was getting sick of seeing the same level, with the same basic layout over and over and over again. Which is another problem itself, because from what I've seen so far, the game does have randomly generated layouts, however they all look the same. This is a problem most games with randomly generated levels do suffer anyway, because you're bound to run into the same thing twice, but I didn't expect it to be this quick. It feels like the developers haven't had enough time to add variations into it, so in the end I got bored of seeing the same start every time and I just ended up turning off the game. I did find out you can buy items at the start of the game, either being health, potions, food or books. The books seem to add an effect to the game itself. I never really figured out what half of them do, and to be honest, I doubt I ever will. From a quick play of this game, I can definitely see it is fun at times and does have potential of being something great, but due to the lack of development in certain areas and lacking character styles and overall gameplay mechanics, this game feels very dull and empty very quickly. I wouldn't say this game is worth paying £23 though, not by a long shot. The game itself should have been sold for about £8 to £10, and even then, I would have debated waiting for it to go on sale. You can see that they were just trying to go for the whole Dark Souls style gameplay appeal. However, the game just didn't feel gripping enough to make me want to keep playing it and finish it. But from the start itself, it didn't look that promising. And from what I've read, I doubt there's going to be much more development into this. So this game is just, it's a sad attempt of being something great. And it's a shame really, because it could have been something better. And on that truly sad note, I hope you've enjoyed the first pilot of Quickplay. This idea came to me in a really weird way and I just kind of went, fuck it, I'll do it. The other videos are coming still though, they're on the to-do list at some point. But besides that, I hope you've enjoyed watching. I've been Sir Cracker Bob. I hope you have a cracking week and I will see you soon.